Hello everyone, and you're welcome back to my YouTube channel. Okay, so over the few weeks we have been going through how to navigate the Erasmus catalog, how to choose your course, and how to apply for the course. So, having watched those videos, I believe by now you should have been able to gather your documents for your application process. So, in today's video, I'm going to share with you how to make your application successful. Okay, so how best you can put in plans that is going to make your application a successful one, because sometimes you might miss these things, and once you miss these things, it might hamper your whole application process. You might have the required documents, the necessary documents to facilitate the whole process, but then if you don't put these things that I'm about to talk about in this video in action, it might hinder your whole application process. So if this is your first time watching my video, my name is Tete and I graduated from an Erasmus Mundus program this year. So this channel is basically to share information about the whole Erasmus Mundus scheme as and how I know it. Okay, so if this is your first time, kindly hit on the subscription button, go to the previous videos, watch it, like, share, and recommend for a friend as well. In case you have any questions, also you can always hit me up in the comment section or across any of my social media handles. Let's get into the video. So today I'm going to show you 5 practical ways you can make your Erasmus Mundus application a successful one. Okay, so 5 practical ways that you can use to make your Erasmus Mundus application a successful one. The first thing that you have to do is to research. Okay, before your Erasmus Mundus application can be successful, you have to do a thorough research. When I say a thorough research, what do I mean? That means you have to really be intentional about the course that you want to do. Don't say I studied social work, so when you go on the Erasmus Mundus platform and you see any social work program, you apply to it. No, you have to be thorough and intentional. Go through the social work courses, see the one that best fits your skills and then the knowledge that you have. Once you see the program that best fits you, you have to be thorough about it, be intentional. Go to the program website, read about the requirements, about the whole application process. I mean, feed yourself, be thorough about it, learn about the schools that you are involved in the program. You learn about the courses that the program entails. Know everything about the program, and almost all this information is on the program website. So you have to do your research. You don't just jump and choose any program. You should make sure that your probability of being selected on the program is at least 80%. Okay, that means you've done your part, and then the 20% would be from the consortium in accepting you. So you should be intentional and research thoroughly. Once you have done your research, you know that you are halfway through in getting there. Okay, Rome was not built in a day, so you definitely have to do that research. That is going to ensure that your application becomes a successful one. Okay, moving on. The second thing that you must do to make sure that your application becomes a successful one is that you have to avoid the GMT. When I say avoid the GMT, you, if you are Ghanaian, you definitely understand where I'm coming from. When I say avoid the GMTs, avoid the Ghana man time. In the Ghanaian system, we have the Ghana man time where we say something is supposed to be at 12 a.m. or 12 noon, and then we end up reaching the event or doing the thing at 2 p.m., 3 p.m., 3 hours later, 4 hours later. When you're applying for Erasmus Mundus scheme or scholarship, you don't have to be late. Meet the deadline. So I would advise that you submit your application very early. Most applications end either on the 1st of January or the 15th of January. It varies from program to program. But I would suggest that you should have your application in by December. Because if applications open, let's say October or November, you gather your documents in the first month, and make sure that you've gathered all the required documents. And then the next month, you just apply. So you apply in November or December, and then you are done. And then in January, you just have to wait for the feedback from the consortium and then the reviewers who are going to review your application. So you have to be on time. Don't deal with the delays, because once you delay and you make a mistake, how are you going to correct that mistake? You get it? So you have to apply on time. Don't delay the process. Once you have your documents, make sure that you apply on time and avoid the Ghana man time. Okay. So moving on to the third thing that you can do, you can apply, and you have to apply to more than one program. Yes, I know you believe in your abilities and capabilities to back the scholarship, but mind you, this is an international program where we have scholars from all around the world, from India, Bangladesh, Pakistan, Iran, Turkey, you name it, any country you can name. You have scholars from all over the world applying for this program. Yes, you are good in your field, but there's a criteria that you must meet. And imagine everybody is meeting that criteria. What is going to make you stand out? Okay, so this is why I tell you, don't put all your eggs in one basket. And the good thing about the Erasmus Mundus scholarship scheme is that you can apply to a maximum of 3 programs. Okay, you can apply to a maximum of 3 programs. So make sure that you look through. If you do your thorough research, you'd find at least 3 programs that best suit your knowledge, abilities, and skills, and apply to those 3 programs, and then you hope for the best. In certain cases, you might be amazed that you could get onto all these 3 programs, and once you're on all these 3 programs, you choose the one that you see is the best fit for you. Okay, so I remember during my time I applied for 2 programs. Yes, I applied for 2 programs, and the 2 programs, I was on the waiting list for 1 program, and then the other program that I even least expected to be called, that is what I was called for. That is the course that I studied, Advanced Development in Social Work. I was so expectant on social work with children and families, but I was on the waiting list. And with the waiting list, you have to wait till somebody opts out of the program, then you replace the person, because it's a long list of applicants. So once you apply for more than 1 program, you give yourself the option, or you give yourself the probability of being called onto another program. So that is one thing that you can also do. And then the 4th thing that you can do is you can contact alumni of the program. Okay, because you're now finding out a lot of information about the program. Sometimes it can get overwhelming. So you can contact people who have been on the Erasmus Mundus program before. Not necessarily your program, but if you get people who have done your program before, that is a bonus and that is a plus. And how can you find these people? You can find these people via Facebook, LinkedIn, and other social media platforms. The good thing about most Erasmus scholars is that they put it in their profiles. So the best thing you can do is to just go on Google and type your program and add alumni to it. I'm sure a lot of names will pop up, especially on LinkedIn. And once their names pop up, you just reach out to them via LinkedIn or the other social media platforms, and then tell them that you are also on this program. And then you tell them to let you know about the program and how the whole program works, so that you psych your mind and then prepare for the program in advance. And that is going to help you to successfully integrate in the program once you have the opportunity to be part of the program. It's all part of the preparation process, and I believe it is going to be very, very helpful to ensure that your whole application process becomes a successful one. Then the last thing that you must bear in mind with this application process is that you have to manage your expectations. Okay. So the thing about applying for scholarship is that sometimes it can be overwhelming and it's very rigorous. Like I said, a lot of people are applying for these scholarships. Okay, so you have to manage your expectations. Okay, managing your expectations makes you aware of the fact that you might get in the program or you might not get into the program. But either whether you get in the program or you don't get onto the program, managing your expectations means that you wouldn't give up on applying for another scholarship. You get it? So you might be denied this time, but when you apply again, you might get in. So once you're applying for the program and you're managing your expectations, you have all these things within your mind's frame. Okay. So the thing is, I could get in or I could get denied. The fact that I get denied doesn't mean that I am not good enough. Every program has the selection criteria. Maybe per this criteria, you are not a good fit as of now. So you have to bear all these things in mind and manage your expectations. Okay, so once you manage your expectations, if this program here you do not get onto the program, you have the probability of learning from those experiences and applying again to successfully get into another program. There have been a lot of cases where I have spoken to my colleagues and other people who applied for the Erasmus Mundus scheme for 3, 4, 5, 6 times, and then they finally got in. So you have to be resilient and then manage your expectations, and you would eventually get onto the program. So yes, this is it. 5 simple ways that you can ensure that your Erasmus Mundus application becomes a successful one. Don't forget to hit on the like button and then the subscription button as well, so that anytime I release a new video, you would be the first to watch the video. Okay, so I'll catch you on the flip side, and then stay blessed, and then good luck on your application.